And Dr. Chaimowitz, here in BC, there's been an expansion of beds for involuntary care, and this is kind of where this conversation goes. In this particular case, the alleged driver here, the Vancouver Coastal Health says there was no indication that they needed to be put in involuntary care. Can you tell us overall, because this has been an ongoing conversation here in BC, it came up today as well with the mayor, what does that actually look like? What goes into being confined into involuntary care? And is there, in fact, a need for more of it?
So thank you for that question. And I know this question has been topical. So there's a social contract that we have. We as Canadians have rights to move freely and act freely in certain circumstances. And there are circumstances where you pose a risk to yourself or a risk to others or can't look after yourselves. The state, or in this case, the province, has created laws, mental health laws, which allow you to be detained against your will if you pose a risk to yourself, others, or can't look after yourself. Implicit in that is this idea that if you're being detained against your will, we as a society need to have ways of getting you well so you can again regain your place in society. And that includes treatment for whatever illnesses that may impact you. So the laws are there. That we hope people use the laws appropriately, and we hope that there are enough beds. Everybody's aware that people are jammed in emergency rooms in ways that perhaps other countries don't see. So when people are jammed in emergency rooms, it often means that there are not enough beds and not enough resources. So involuntary treatment is available. It's part of our society's social contract where at least the state will look after ourselves, or the province will look after me, for instance, if I become unwell. But implicit in that is to get me well. That includes access to treatment, appropriate access to housing and services. So that's very much part of our society here in Canada. But do we have enough resources? Do we have enough beds? Do we have access to those beds? Or the barriers too great? That is a good question that we as a society need to ask ourselves and answer.